Don Gabiola again, and it is our final video in this series to help you master your mind and your money the turtle way. So the topic for today is you can't have a harvest without planting seeds. So it's all been leading up to this. The first three videos were about helping you master your mind and really the things that you really need to go deep and face in order to unblock the things that can keep you from receiving the prosperity, the money, the success that you want. And then yesterday, really talking about responsibility in receiving and like really getting your mind and your heart right in order to receive the miraculous breakthroughs that you deserve, right? So today, again, the topic is you can't have a harvest without planting seeds. So first off, I wanted to just share, what I first wanted to share was the topic is harvest. So I felt inspired to wear this number. It's kind of has like a jungle vibe, but it felt very like fruitful, you know, because like planting seeds is important. So, and I feel like this felt very like lush and it felt like the right vibe for this live. So okay, so let's first I want to talk about a little bit with my story that you know, I've been in business for over 8 years now, and I've made steady progress each year. Hence the philosophy that I like to work in, this turtle way. And I've been diligent to really plant seeds of kindness and value throughout my journey. You know, all doing it in the spirit of service, right? And, you know, I really cultivated my sense of discernment because I really allowed myself to feel into what God was, how God was leading me each day to serve and to really add value to the people that I feel called to serve in my business. So again, I just took it one day at a time and not try to focus too much on like the big picture because it was overwhelming. But I just was very present each day and asked like for guidance. What is it I'm meant to do that day? Who am I meant to serve? How am I meant to help? So my breakthrough came recently, actually. I wanted to share that like in the past couple of weeks, I've generated over $17,000, which is huge because that financial breakthrough, I had to do a lot of inner work to be able to expand my capacity to receive that type of money and more. So I wanted to like demonstrate the fact that like I'm doing my own inner work, and is necessary for you to be able to hold wealth and success in a greater level, where you feel like you can support that because you feel supported. So I just want to encourage you that for this video, you have, as long as you stay diligent and committed, you have a harvest coming. You just have to stay committed to this process. So there's a couple points I wanted to share to help you really reap your harvest. So the first is to be clear on what seeds you're planting. So be mindful of the seeds that you're planting. For example, if you plant seeds of fear or doubt, worry, unworthiness, you ultimately won't get the results that you want because it's in alignment with those deeper beliefs, those subconscious beliefs, right? So it's ultimately not lined up with your highest vision. So be super aware about really your deeper beliefs on whether you or not you believe that you can receive. That's why in yesterday's video talking about like giving yourself permission to feel safe to receive, because your results will be a reflection of your deeper beliefs, positive or negative, right? So it's really important for you to be clear on what seeds you're planting and not to beat yourself up over it, but be very clear like, okay, how do I feel when I'm running my business? Do you feel light or heavy? Like knowing how you feel in your body is really good indicator of really the energy, the deeper beliefs that you're putting forth. So what I encourage you to do is to claim what you want and commit to thinking thoughts and taking action that aligns with the ideal outcome that you want. Really claim it. If that's really what you want, and then your thoughts will start to attract the right, your thoughts will start to change, and you'll attract different people and opportunities to support like what it is you really want. So I also wanted to say, I want to help encourage you to stop fighting for your limitations. Like give yourself permission to see yourself in a different way, to see yourself brand new every day, and let go of those old stories. Like I mentioned in my previous video, like those old, the inner critic, the bully, the defeatist, whatever negative voices are in your mind, like give yourself permission to let go of that old identity of fighting for your limited version of you, because that's holding you back from actually experiencing the limitless really being that you are. Because it takes a lot of courage to believe that, but it takes practice, but it's possible for you. So really let go of who you think you are, so you can allow yourself to experience like the truth of who you are, the fact that you are unlimited and that you are a conscious creator of your life, right? But you actually have to really commit to believing that, allowing yourself to receive the guidance and the support, and really take action based on those beliefs. Because at the end of the day, you can be brand new and then literally consciously create your life, but you have to be very mindful of really the old stories and old patterns that could be possibly holding you back. So instead of these seeds of worry and doubt that we all have as human beings, I really encourage you to plant seeds of faith and really believe in the dream, the promise that God put in your heart. Because you really didn't come to this earth to suffer. You really came here to make an impact with something that's very rare, a rare gift that can only come through you. So the more that you can really stand firm in that belief and allow yourself to operate from that deep sense of faith and commitment in yourself, your life will change. Your life will change. And I want you to know that really when you believe in that vision that God placed in your heart, you'll see evidence of that coming to pass. You have to be patient in order to really receive the evidence, the proof. It all starts from the inside. Like, so you can when you start from the inside, you're creating space to be able to hold that, and then you will see evidence in the external world of those beliefs. So really meet life halfway and do your part. Like when you receive the divine download in your regular quiet time, because as an introvert you need regular quiet time. Once you receive that divine prompting, that download, take inspired action, like one step at a time. And that's what I do. It's like in my quiet time, I just ask for guidance. What is it I'm meant to do? Who am I meant to speak with? What am I meant to say? With these videos, I ask for guidance. What is it? I ask God, what do you want me to communicate to help the people that are meant to see these messages, that they receive what they need. And once you do that, then you're reminding yourself that you're a channel for good, and that what is coming through you needs to come through you. And you're being used as a vessel to communicate messages that are meant to help people. And having that perspective really helps you to be less worried about how you're being perceived, because you're being used for a higher good. So it takes time to get to this place, but it is. I just want you to know it is possible, because I have a testimony of that. So the second part of this I want to talk about is to help you, reap your harvest, is consistency. So you have to consistently plant seeds in order to receive your harvest. So first, you need to claim your value and believe in what you stand for and how you feel called to serve. Like really give yourself permission to use your voice and allow yourself to be seen and heard consistently. So for me, when I received guidance on like serving introverted leaders, but specifically like people, introverts who really identify with being quiet and fierce, like really giving yourself permission to honor that powerful side of you, but a power that you define for yourself. When I started to really hone in on that for me, I felt more deeply grounded in my mission, and so it was easier and easier with practice. It became easier to talk about what I did with a sense of conviction, because that sense of conviction and deep, resounding belief in yourself and what you stand for and how you help, that helps attract the right people to you, is because they can feel your energy and your intent, and you will energetically attract the right people to you that really resonate with your message because of especially your energy. So you got to be visible consistently in order for your ideal clients and your tribe to know that you exist. You ultimately want to be top of mind, so they associate you with this value that you provide. That way, if they know someone that it'd be a good fit, they could connect you two together, or maybe they will eventually come to a place in their life or business where they're going to need you. But the more consistent you allow yourself to be seen, they will naturally associate you with what you stand for and how you help, right? You want to be top of mind. And really, this point was really also, it really resonates with me, is that believe that you're an answer to their prayer. I've actually had clients say that to me, that I was an answer to their prayer, and that like really taking that in for me really helped me recognize how valuable what I bring to the table like is, where if you're thinking about somebody like your ideal clients and what they're struggling with, the fact that maybe you're a few steps ahead of them, but think about what is it that they are like really praying for. Like they really want to make a change, but they're like this, like these are their deep like desires that they may not even say out loud, but it's just they want the support. They don't know how to ask for it, or they just don't know how to change. So the more that you can recognize that, like, okay, I feel like I'm being called to show up in order to be an answer to someone's prayers. I don't know about you, but that really puts things in a different perspective. Like, okay, if this how I'm being called to show up is so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than me. I feel like I'm being used as a channel, a vessel, like for good, for divine messages to come through me, in order to really support people and with what they need, and to really communicate, the love and the grace that God wants to communicate. And that's how I've been able to really feel grounded and safe to be consistently visible, because I feel deeply supported by God and life, universe, and the idea of just knowing that I'm being used as a channel and things are coming through me that are messages that need to be heard in order to help other people. That really helps me to feel like I'm doing the right thing, and my presence is creating an impact on people's lives. So I hope that's helpful for you to really believe that you really are an answer to someone's prayer, your ideal people's prayers. So I want you to allow the process of being visible to really give you life, because again, you're being used as an open channel for God, life, and the universe to really work through you to create deep transformation and change. So even though maybe being visible for now feels a little bit draining, definitely watch my previous video, because it really helped you reframe how being seen can give you life, right? So you get excited and you feel joyful to show up instead of feeling like it's a burden, right? We really have to get rid of those old stories that are weighting us down in order to make space and grace to be able to be a clear channel to communicate our value and how we help. When you do the inner work, you let go of the things that are actually blocking you and blocking your natural flow and ability to, you ultimately, like we were talking about through this whole series, when you let go of all these old ways of being and you allow yourself to see yourself in a different way, you ultimately create a bigger space for you to hold more and to receive more support, receive more self-love for yourself, receive more self-acceptance, receive more money, receive more support from other people. Because when we hold on to these old ways of being, it blocks our connection to, it's like almost like clutter. You know, there's a lot of things around you that are actually blocking the flow of, energy and just things really flowing smoothly. But if you allow yourself always in a spirit of kindness toward yourself to really face the things that are no longer serving you and releasing it, in the spirit of like love and forgiveness for yourself, then you're on this road of one by one, moving away these things that no longer serve you. Because ultimately, like life, what I'm realizing, it's really about unlearning a lot of things and remembering who you are, remembering the fact that you are an unlimited being. You don't have anything to prove. You came here whole and complete. The gift, the vision that God put in your heart to impact people's lives and to prosper, that's all real. But I think sometimes life, old stories get in the way of us remembering who we are. And so I really, truly hope that this series is helping you to remember the magnificence of who you are and your unlimited ability to consciously create your life for the better, because really when you consistently plant seeds that you want, like plant seeds of faith and value and goodwill, you will definitely reap an abundant harvest of money and success. And you'll be able to hold it, and you'll be able to grow it, and you'll maintain it. And your whole outlook on success and the way you operate, navigate your success as you grow your business will shift tremendously, because your relationship to yourself is healing. Is healing to a point where you can no longer, your energy is freed up from worrying about things that actually are not yours to worry about. The people pleasing, the external validation, all of these things that tend to distract you. When you can really give yourself permission day by day, be kind and loving, and face these things, face what's blocking you, and with the intention and the prayer that it will eventually leave, and you'll remember who you are. You'll remember why you're here, and you'll remember the joy in actually being here and wanting to really make an impact based on like who you are. And there's no pressure to perform anymore. There's no pressure to be something that you're not. You're actually free. That's what I want for you. Like my hope and prayer is that this video series reminds you that you are free. You have a choice every day to allow things to overcome you, block you, and you have the choice to give yourself permission to be free of the suffering in your thoughts, and to really freely make choices that are deeply aligned with what you truly want and your calling and your destiny. You have that within you. So that's why I really hope this series has helped you remind you of that truth. So I hope that this topic about you can't have a harvest without planting seeds um, has brought it all home for you, because we all want the results, right? We all want more clients. We want more success. We want to make more money. But there must be deeper work that needs to be done in order to sustain it. And that's why I always talk about the turtle way, because this is like a sustainable way to work. It's like you're doing the deep work and you're strengthening your foundation every day so that as you continue to expand, you can hold it. You expand as you receive more expansive opportunities. You're not holding on to an illusion of who you think you are. You're actually being who you are, which is an unlimited being, right? And then you become magnetic because people can feel that deep confidence in yourself that you're like, you know who you are and you know what you're here to bring. And so you trust that you're here on this earth to really enjoy who you are and to serve by being who you are, because you are a channel for good. That takes time, but the fact that you, if this resonates with you, trust that and believe that you are on the road to, really reaching that sense of like self-awareness and creating the life and the business and the success that you really want, that feels sustainable, where you can, make really as much money as you want, is because you understand that you understand the fundamental principles in order to make the money. You're good at what you do, and you have the mindset in order to hold that space to receive more, because you're no longer being blocked by all these things that were holding you back. So if this resonates with you, would love to connect with you. I am offering discovery calls, so just let me know if you'd like to connect and really help you envision what your new year could look like, help you map out a strategy for the new year, with all of these principles in mind, right, from the series, really honing in on your mindset and creating space for you to receive even more. So let me know if you'd like to connect. You can email me at info@dawningsoul.com, or you can send me a private message. And as a reminder, my 2019 Quiet Voice Big Impact Mastermind, the doors are officially open, and it's going to be great. I really can feel the energy that's brewing for this next round. It's been very fulfilling to support the ladies from this current round, just ending actually yesterday, just seeing how far they've come. It's really a beautiful thing to see them move from feeling really disconnected from themselves and not knowing how to show up, not knowing how to use their voice, to navigating through that, and then ultimately trusting their discernment to know what action steps to take, to know what opportunities are a yes, to know how to make moves in their business that yields the results they want because it's deeply aligned with who they are. And then most importantly, it's been so fulfilling to see how these women have cultivated a deep sense of self-love and self-trust in themselves. And it's like I can feel like how deeply their spirit has shifted, and they have built, each one of them on their own journey has created like a deep, solid foundation for them to expand their business and really define success for themselves and grow their business in a way that fuels their soul and their spirit and feels nourishing to their energy and their well-being. Like there's nothing like it. When you can like marry the results that you want, like the money and the success, with deep personal fulfillment in you as an individual, as a leader, and in your business, there's nothing like it. It just feels like your life is on purpose. And that's like my hope and prayer for you, is that I want you to know that it's possible for you. It's possible for you to trust in your own natural pace and process and discernment you're actually built with that inside, but we have to go deep and actually give ourselves permission to unlock that wisdom each and every day through presence and faith and commitment in ourselves, and to ultimately trust the process. So I truly hope this series was helpful for you. It's really been a joy for me to show up and serve you in this way. So if you have any questions, you can email me at info@dawningsoul.com, and or send me a private message. But also, I'd love to know your biggest takeaways. So I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and we will definitely chat soon. But definitely over the holiday break, give yourself permission to get still, to rest, to reflect on the past year, and integrate all the growth you've experienced, celebrate all your wins, and then give yourself, again, some space and grace to feel into it, really feel your way forward into what is calling you in the new year. Because I really feel like what's happened this year is laying the foundation for really new levels of growth that are going to feel more filled with more ease and grace, because I feel like this year was really about bringing to light a lot of things that maybe it's no longer serving you. So yeah, I hope that you take the time to really take good care of yourself this holiday. And I will see you in our Quiet Voice Big Impact community. Bye, guys.